because of being on the dark side?
I'm right on the darkest part of the dark side, yeah. And I just listen to some dark stuff. And,
Well, as long as you don't talk about, we got some feedback from listeners on what they don't want us to talk about. And
they don't want me to talk about
I will, yep. Thank you. Now
bleep.
I don't have to cut it. Okay, give me boy mom stuff. What's the latest?
Okay, well, we went to that. There was a block party in our neighborhood that we went to together.
Yes.
Do you remember that day? You went to like 17 parties.
Yeah, which I also wanted to talk about what a mistake that was. I would say the block party was the biggest mistake.
With me?
Yeah.
Because I was there.
Yeah.
It was also
no, actually, that was the only reason I did go, is because you were there and you were sad and it was your birthday. So it was worth it. But I don't know if it was worth it to you.
It was worth it to me. It was nice to see you guys, and now we have a memory together. So memories are always worth it. Yeah, it was well, I was having a bad day anyway. I mean, on my birthday. Which like my birthday is 50-50 if I'm gonna go the dark side or the light side of birthdays. Like I've had sad birthdays and I've had like ecstatic birthdays, and it's really nothing in between. In the middle.
Wow.
No, there's never been a bland. No, there's never been a middle of the road birthday. Like,
so this was a sad birthday for you.
This was a sad birthday.
Even though you spent a decent amount of, because we also saw each other in the morning.
Right. It's not your fault, Paige. The parts
we saw each other in the morning, and then you texted me about how depressed you were immediately after you saw me.
And then you codependently were like, I gotta get Rena out of the house. But no, what I wanted to say was, okay, we went to this block party, and I didn't want my child to go in the bounce house because everybody looked twice his size, and as you know, I'm on the anxious side. And my sister told me the story about someone breaking their leg at a bounce house, and now I'm just scared. Unless it's like kids all his size only, and the regulation did not seem very regimented. Like it seemed like some dude who just owned the bounce house was like, yeah, okay, now it's just gonna be the little kids, but then like big kids would go in. So I was scared. And so I finally got him out of there. The bounce house was like right when you walked into the block party. So it was unavoidable. You had to like like my kid obviously really wanted to go in. He did go in at one point. But then he had to come out, which was really hard. And then I had to carry him like kind of kicking and screaming to the other side of the party. And then this mom looked at me and was like, your face looks like how I feel. And I was like, yeah, this sucks, right? Like
wait, this is in like the party, or what sucked?
In the party, like as I was dragging him away from the bounce house, like, and she also had a kid. She said her kid was like 3. And then I just like launched into a rant. I was like, they put the bounce house right at the entrance and you can't avoid it, And then I could see like she had just wanted to make some little joke about us having toddlers. Like she didn't think she'd like open this can of worms of
like all right, lady. Save it.
Yeah, she was like, okay, this is actually like bad vibes. Like I thought I was just making a quippy toddler mom's joke. I was like, but I took it as an excuse to just like completely unload. So she like instantly started talking to someone else. And I was like, okay. I guess she wasn't asking for my life story. Like,
no, isn't that crazy? Not everyone wants that. And all the time.
Well, also people don't appreciate misery the same way in LA as they do in New York. And New Yorkers love misery. It's like their favorite thing to talk about.
That's not necessarily the bonding tactic.
Yeah, the bonding tactic here is like, yeah, but full moon in Taurus or whatever. I don't know. I need to find it again, truly. I'm not like.
I haven't encountered much of that. I mean, the people we spend the most time with are kind of just, pretty normal, right? Just like maybe like healthy.
They do seem pretty healthy. Yeah.
It's just I've never been one for the just like doesn't parenting suck? Like I feel like it is a thing, and you don't necessarily do this, but to just like isn't this the worst like all the time? Like I got that from parents before I became one. And they
Yes.
would say like, oh, like everyone just talks about how great it is. And so I think it's important to be honest about how hard it is. And that I thought no one talks about how great it is. All
No one
anyone
says
does is talk
anything
about
good.
how terrible it is.
A hundred
That's all
percent.
I
When
ever
I was
heard.
pregnant, no. When I was pregnant, I was like, I guess I'll just grin and bear it for 18 years because this is going to be horrible. Like,
Right, because that's
I
how
was
people make it
nobody
sound.
was
Yeah.
saying anything good. No. Yeah, they hide the good stuff. But then I was convinced after I had a kid that like they don't want to gloat, and that's why they're not saying the good stuff. Or are people just genuinely that upset about it all the time?
They're that
Like that
miserable. I
woman
mean, I
caught
think
me.
go ahead.
Oh well, that woman like caught me in a moment, like in a flash of like flood of negativity, like that moment it really sucked.
So were there any other notes on that block party?
I felt kind of bad that I didn't want to take a name tag, but I just truly was honoring myself that I really didn't want a name tag. I don't enjoy having a name tag. I never want to wear a name tag.
I think I kept looking at people's name tags, expecting to learn. Like, I wasn't really talking to, it was just a bunch of like very rich people. Okay. And like,
Yeah.
they didn't want to talk to me. I had no reason to talk to them. You know, we're in different worlds. And I just kept looking at their name tags, expecting to glean something from their name. I'm like, but I didn't. So I was just like, what is the point? And then people would be doing that to
Yeah.
me.
What
They
is
would
the
be like
point?
looking at my name tag, reading my name, expect like they were expecting it to change their lives, and they would be disappointed by what they saw, you know?
Yeah, that your name is just Paige.
Yeah, I'm
That's
like, okay,
disappointing.
there's nothing. I'm not someone you know. I'm not someone whose name you recognize from something.
Maybe it's just for the organizer, like, because I know if I was organizing one of those things, I'd be really scared of forgetting a donor's name. There's something about presenting your own name that's always been, I don't know, just doesn't
No,
feel
you just
good.
have problems with authority like I do.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. If you're telling me to wear the name tag, yeah, I don't want to do it.
You just don't want to, simply because they
I don't
want
want
you to.
to. Yeah. You can't tell me what
You
to
don't need to be
do.
on a list somewhere. Like I think you said that when we walked
On
up.
the
You're
other
like,
hand,
I don't want to be on a
yeah,
list.
I don't need to be on a list. Yeah, no. I don't need to get junk mail to donate to something I'm never going to donate to. On the other hand, some authority, like the airport, I'll do whatever they say. I'm fine with that.
Well, that's the only way you can get on
You
that
know?
plane. If it's different if you
True,
literally have to listen to them.
but I don't find it off-putting. I find it like weirdly comforting and familiar, like that it's all like regimented at the airport. It's
Uh,
predictable.
and
Maybe because
I'd
I've done it
certainly
before.
rather talk to TSA than the people in charge of the Franklin Hills Residents
Yes.
Association.
Yeah, see, if we could get TSA to run the Franklin Hills
Then we would wear
Association,
name
I'd feel
tags.
a lot more at ease. Then I would wear the name tag because TSA said I should wear the name tag,
Yes,
you know?
yes.
And they'll say it in an unemotional way. Like there's no subtext with TSA. They just say what they want. It's good.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's nice is that they are direct.
They're
Um
clear.
Unlike
So what
Disneyland
wait.
security people, by the way.
Oh, are they confusing?
They're passive
What do they do?
aggressive, and they're all on power
Passive aggressive
trips.
security?
Oh, at Disney, oh, it's gotten so bad lately. They are, I mean, occasionally you'll get a nice
How
person,
often
but
are you
they are
going?
not what they used to be. Okay, let me tell you.
Ooh, okay.
Like
What do
it's
they do?
something annoying happens every time I've gone recently, like on my way in, and just being very aggressive about opening every pocket in a bag. But
But they're not like
they
TSA.
won't just say it in a direct way like TSA would. They're just like, "Oh,
What do they
so
say?
if you could also I need to see this one too. Like instead of just being like, open it, like that's what I want. But that's
Mm,
California. So,
right.
and it's also dealing with like
Mm,
Zoomers who don't know how to interact with people. That's the other problem.
right, because TSA is ex-military, so they'll be like clear, or I feel
And
like they're
yeah,
ex-military.
and
A
they're
lot of it.
just older. I don't, that helps too.
Yeah.
People under a certain age simply do not know how to interact with strangers at all. So,
What what else? You wanted to say something about how the block party was for you?
well, more about like a lesson, a very valuable lesson that I learned that day. Actually, two. Um, because I don't normally do so many things on a Saturday. I'm trying to honor the Sabbath and keep things low key. Um,
The
but there
chill.
just happened to be a lot going on that day, and I just did everything that I was invited to, or that my child really wanted to do. And it ended up just being way too much, and like my older child never got a chance to rest. He also well,
Yeah.
the other mistake was sugar, because I have not been giving him
Hmm.
as much sugar lately. But in honor of
Yeah.
your birthday, I
Uh-huh.
let him have some. But then I just like, I don't know, it's something I just kept it going, which was a huge mistake. Like I let him have like cereal that had sugar in it. Uh, and so the
Mm.
combination of doing too much and sugar resulted in a very, very rough evening. Um, and I would never do that ever again.
What was rough is just like meltdown and he didn't want to go
Yeah,
to
yeah,
sleep.
just like, but where like nothing even made sense, and it was just all you could do was
Yeah.
blame the sugar and the lack of rest.
We also had a rough time putting our kid to bed that night. I
So maybe
think
it
it
was
was
too much for
Saturday, but
him.
it was combo. We were all tired, all of us.
Yeah.
So it was just the combination of elements was really bad. Oh no, not Saturday, Sunday. Because Saturday night I went out for my birthday. That's what
Oh
messed
yeah,
everything
yeah.
up. Really, it's doing things for my birthday. See, I knew. I was sad. I was like, I don't feel like doing anything with my for my birthday. I should have trusted that, and we all would have been fine. On the other hand, dinner was nice to go out to, and having coffee in the morning and a treat for our kids was very cute.
It was very cute. We
I
got
mean,
great
I think
pictures.
pictures, the people at the cafe were like, wow, someone procreated,
Oh yeah, they came up. We had some fans come up to us and say like, "We've been
yeah.
watching your children this whole time." And what did she
Yeah.
say to you?
That they're just so cute. I don't know, something like that. It was nothing that really stuck in my head. I think it's just there's usually just dogs at that cafe and not a lot of children. Or maybe when those people go to that cafe. Because they were the
Oh
only
right.
kids
So
there.
maybe
The
it was
rest
just
was
a
all
nice,
dogs.
yeah, yeah. It's a nice change of pace to see some
The
human babies as opposed to the fur
human
kind.
babies. Yes, exactly. But yeah, doing too much is too much. My
But I think,
child
and I'm
also
worried
is
about
getting.
what
Go ahead. No, no, what? What are you worried about?
I am worried. I'm worried about like once my child starts school and we're forced to do
Uh-huh.
more things on weekends and have more obligations on weekends. I'm going to be one of those weekend parents, and they're always doing too much. They always seem very overwhelmed because this is the limited amount of time they spend with their kids. And if my kid is just
Well,
going to actual school,
if you become more religious and really keep the Sabbath,
yeah,
that
that
could
might be the
be.
solution.
I mean, I'm just sucking you in. Just call. I'm not. I'm not religious, but I have connections. But
I think I
no,
would,
I mean, just keep one day really low key. Like
yeah,
keep
I think
one of the
Saturday
days
I would
obligation
do,
too.
like which is what I try to do now, is just go to the park on Saturday. And
Yeah,
that's the only thing we do that day. And I never feel, I mean, some people I think find the park to be overwhelming. I love going to the park. I can go to the bathroom whenever I want
yeah.
because there's always someone to like watch my children. I'm I have people to
Yeah.
talk to, like, it's the best. So
No, it's
it's not,
relaxing. Yeah, it's good.
yeah. But like that's
What do
it.
they
And then
find
like
stressful?
that's all I need to do that day.
What What do people find stressful about the playground? Like that there's too many other kids,
Um
or
I've
like
read I've
socializing?
read, these moms on Substack who talk, like, they'll be posting about what to wear to the playground, and they're like, if you're stuck going to the playground, these are the shorts that I wear when I am forced to endure this terrible, terrible time spent with my child.
I wonder why they hate it. I find it so much easier than being at home with him.
Well, I think, yeah, well, so these are people dealing with toddlers, and they only deal with their toddlers on the weekend. So it's more daunting because they're not as used to it. I think part of it is that, but then I guess if they don't know other people who go to the park, then maybe
Maybe
they're
it's
like
yeah,
bored.
or I just maybe it's the work thing. They spend all week at work. On the weekend, they just want to be home. They don't want to like go do something.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Maybe.
yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, if I ever have a job, Mel will understand better. But I feel like my husband sometimes is like that. Like this morning, I had some work I had to do, unpaid, of course, and and he was like, "Can't you just go do it at a cafe?" And I was like, "I don't." Because he was like, I just want to stay here with him. And I was like,
Yeah,
we were like fighting over who gets to stay home.
right, right. Yeah.
So, whereas I'm like, isn't it a billion times harder being here with him? But then he has dad energy. So, like, they can like play like in a
Right,
way
in a
that
different
we
way.
don't,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. It's like dad, like they can like play cars together because they're both obsessed with cars or whatever. Or trains or, yeah, pretty
They
much
just have more in
trains these
common than you
days.
and your kid, I guess.
Maybe. Maybe.
You can't relate.
Um,
Can I
I
tell
wonder.
our
I mean, my
listeners
kid.
what I found at your house yesterday?
Oh yes, of course. The book I've been saving to show you.
I was going through the books on Rena's bookshelf, obviously, and I found a book called A is for Awesome, which, by the way, I don't know why that didn't make it clear what the book was about. This title does not make
Yeah.
it clear what the book is about, other than it being, I guess, about letters of the alphabet. But
That's
it's
why I took it from the free
actually
library.
because you're like, A is for awesome. Sure, yeah, that's. And then so this is going to be a
Yeah,
book that's going
alphabet
to
book.
teach my kid the letters. Yeah. Um,
Yes.
but what it's really about is 23 iconic women who changed the world. And so I'm going to do a
It's about
live reading for the first time. Here we go.
are women superior to men? The
We're going
book
to
thinks so.
let's see if that's true. Okay. Uh,
Okay, let's see.
okay, it starts. Hi, I'm Juno. There's a whole world of inspiring sheroes out there. Here are some of my favorites. Ready for some adventure? Let's go. And this girl named Juno is wearing a bandana. She looks very scrappy. Oh, A is for the awesome aviator, Amelia Earhart, the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic. And I guess this is something she's saying because it's in quotes. Word bubbles. Every book now has word bubbles, which
Mm,
I
like
really
a
do not
comic book.
like. I think it's really dumbing down the children. And it says that the
Hmm.
stars seemed near enough to touch, and never before have I seen so many. Did she say this?
I have no idea. And
Is this a
also, like
direct quote?
the only thing I think about her is her demise.
I'm gonna
To
look
me,
up this
anyway.
quote. Hold on.
She died on an island and got eaten by crabs, like or something horrible.
The stars seemed near enough to touch, and never before Have I seen so many? She said it allegedly, you know.
Okay. So it's a real quote.
So I'm going to assume that
I mean,
all of
they
the
could
quotes
have.
in here are real.
I mean, to be fair, she was gone. They could have quoted her on anything, but
B is for Beyonce, singer,
of
songwriter,
course.
actress, producer, and all around. It just has a picture of a crown and a bee. So it's supposed to be all around Queen Bee. And this is definitely
Queen
for
bee.
kids to read. And kids will totally think it's so cute that they put a little crown and a little picture of a bee. Okay, and her quote is, "Don't try to
Emojis.
lessen yourself for the world. Let the world catch up to you." Are you inspired?
Okay. I'm
C
very
is
inspired.
for the Forever Chic Coco Chanel designer and OG girl boss. In order to be this is a quote, in
Oh,
order
there
to
we
be
go.
irreplaceable, one must always be different.
Do they know what OG stands for? Like
Yeah, and kids know
original
what girl boss is.
gangster
They're going to find out about girl bosses from this. So
girl boss.
definitely,
Yeah.
again, definitely a book for children to be loved and appreciated by children. Okay. D is for Dorothy Hodgkin, a crystallographer who won the Nobel Prize for succeeding in the impossible. Does that tell you anything
Kind
about
of a
what she
paradox.
did?
No.
Do you know who Dorothy Hodgkin is?
I read the book before. I can't say that it stuck with me. Does it say what she did?
She succeeded in the impossible, okay?
That's it. Wait, it literally gives no more details? That's it?
No.
What? That sounds like she jumped off a building and then learned how to fly. Like,
I mean, she succeeded in
what
the
did she
impossible.
do?
It's almost like the words
The
of this don't
impossible.
matter because nothing in this book matters because it doesn't actually tell you anything at all. She was a British
What
chemist.
matters in the book is that ladies can do it all. That's what matters in the book.
So she advanced the technique of X-ray crystallography to determine the structure of
Okay.
biomolecules, which became essential for structural biology. And I guess they would argue like no kid will understand that. But I would argue that this is even more difficult to understand
It's
because it doesn't
big.
tell you anything.
Way more. Yeah. And also, like, let the world catch up to you, you know? Let's say what actually, like, let's not generalize. Let's say specifics. I mean, this book is obviously for like girl moms, but I guess, or for like
Yeah, does that make us seem
boy
really
moms
catty
who
right
had,
now for
or
trashing this
boy
book?
moms who like wanted a girl, like I don't know.
Uh, right. And they're overcompensating. Yeah. Okay. E is for Emmeline Pankhurst, the defiant suffragette who helped women win the right to vote. And she said, "We are here not because we are lawbreakers. We are here in our efforts to become lawmakers." Ooh, she was also
Mm,
a poet. Um,
okay.
okay, that's fine. Reminds me of the lady in the Titanic. Wasn't she? She was also a little suffragette,
Uh,
wasn't she?
yeah, you're talking about the what actress played that role? The like older woman?
Yeah. The one who, spoke
Yeah,
her mind.
right. Yeah. You know, in the movies, whenever a woman speaks her mind, they always make her kind of like she's not going to be skinny. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like the older, the unattractive or like not conventionally attractive one who's like sassy.
Right. That's why it's so jarring for people when a beautiful, thin woman speaks her mind. They can't handle it.
Yeah, Pidge, watch out.
F is for the flamboyant and fierce Flojo, the fastest woman of all time. And she said, "When anyone tells me I can't do anything, I'm just not listening anymore." I mean, does that
I
apply
think
to
I
literally
truly
everything?
love.
When TSA tells
I guess
you
so.
to either take your laptop out or not take your laptop out. It's always whichever one you didn't already do. Is she not going to
Yeah.
listen?
Yes.
Broad,
I
big,
don't know.
bold
Maybe she
statement.
has she might have pre-check, you know?
Oh, she doesn't have to. She doesn't have to do it. Yeah, I bet Flojo
She
has
might, yeah.
pre-check. This
Right.
doesn't come up for
Flojo
her.
probably
Okay.
gets through. No.
G is for the groundbreaking artist Georgia O'Keeffe, mother of the modernist art movement. And she said, to
Of course.
create one's world in any of the arts takes courage. To create one's world in any of the arts takes courage. Okay, sure.
You know, when I was a teenager, I didn't realize that she painted vaginas, and I put her like paintings up all over my room.
Because you couldn't see them.
I thought they were so pretty. I thought it was just flowers, which is what they say they are. But then I guess everyone knows it's actually vaginas. Like,
So did anyone read into you doing that? Did anyone make any assumptions about your preferences
no,
or
no. My parents are just, they were like, it's great as art, you know, like they didn't,
you know
they're
this
not
is
those kind of
basically
people.
this is basically the same thing. I put up a giant poster of Hillary Duff wearing a bikini, and my friends thought that was weird. But I just thought it
That
was
is weird.
it's Hillary. Like I was just like, I love Hillary
It's
Duff,
gold.
and I will
What I
like
found.
post any picture of her I find on my wall, and that's what I did.
Yeah. I didn't know you were so into the like Duff. Did you get Duff stuff?
Oh, I got stuff by Duff.
Stuff by Duff. Oh, that's what it was.
Stuff by
Sorry.
Hillary Duff from Target.
Apologies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously I did. Terrible quality. I mean, it was Target. Okay,
I
all
mean,
right.
of course.
The point is, we had a lot in common in our adolescence. Okay, H is for
Lesbian.
Harriet Tubman, the brave abolitionist who helped hundreds of slaves to freedom. The quote is, I was the conductor of the Underground Railroad for 8 years, and I can say what most conductors can't say. I never ran my train off the track, and I never lost a passenger. I mean, a child would love this quote. All this talk about conductors and railroads. So this one,
Train.
this one I believe is for the children because kids do
That's for
like
the
hearing
boys.
about trains and railroads. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
I is for the fashion legend Iris Appeal, who proves that your own style is the best style of all. And she said, when you don't dress like everybody else, you don't have to think like everybody else.
Ooh. I wear sweatpants every day. Not
So
like everybody
what does
else.
that say? What does that say about how you think?
Well, I think it's honestly it's to soothe because obviously I'm very stressed out and sweatpants are relaxed. So maybe it's like some contrary action
And the
to
point is if you
soothe.
are around, see, because you are generally around people who are not wearing sweatpants, like at the
Yeah,
park or when you leave your house, then you
yeah.
are a contrarian and you aren't thinking like everybody else.
I'm not
So
fitting
as
in. Yeah, I'm not wearing
yeah,
linen or jeans or whatever. I'm not wearing jeans, and I'm not gonna wear jeans until my kid is older. It's just not gonna happen.
see, for me, jeans are they can withstand a lot. Like I like wearing jeans because
Mm.
you know they can hold up to a lot of stress.
That's true. Right. I have not had the time or space to find jeans that are not uncomfortable. Like it hasn't been that's not something I've been able to do. Someday.
Maybe I'll help you. We'll do like a montage. Maybe we'll do a special like boy moms go shopping.
When mom clothing montage, you'll learn
Yeah.
about how horrible it is to be plus size when you look for jeans. Yeah. It'll be a good time.
All right. Okay,
we
J is for chef and author Julia Child, whose zest for French cooking inspired millions. And she said, learn from your mistakes, be fearless, and above all, have fun.
I like that.
Okay.
I think fun's very important, underrated
Oh,
thing
yeah.
that should be
You gotta have fun.
fun's the best.
This one's good for kids. I mean, I do agree kids should learn from their mistakes. Be
Yeah.
fearless. I mean, yeah, you're trying things out. when you're a kid. I think kids should have more freedom to try
I'm
things
okay
and
with kids having some fear. I don't know. I think fear is okay. Get scared of something.
but that's why you got to
Also,
read them
fearless.
Little Red Riding Hood. That's the right way to teach them fear.
Right, right, right. Scared of the wolf.
K is for Katharine Graham, the formidable first female publisher of the Washington Post. And she said, courage is when you have a choice and you choose to be courageous. Now, L is for Lucille Ball. There we go. Comedic genius and the first woman ever to run a major television studio.
She ran a studio? I didn't know that.
I mean, yeah, back then I feel like things were a lot more intermingled. Nowadays,
Well,
actors
yeah.
seem like they don't have any power.
Well, apparently there were these like mess halls where everybody ate lunch and you could like talk to everybody.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you could
how,
like go
yeah,
up to
that's
the
the
head of
good
the
old
studio
days.
at lunch. Yeah. Let's bring that back. Bring back lunch.
Bring back
Lunch.
lunch, bring back the mess hall.
Bring bring back
The caf,
lunch.
bring back the old, yeah, the cafeteria at the
The
studio.
old
Okay, M is
days.
for
Yeah. Right.
Malala, whose rallying cry for equality and education was heard around the world. And she said, when the whole world is silent, even one voice becomes more powerful, or becomes powerful. When the whole world is silent, even one voice becomes powerful. Okay. Well, this might be who to blame for declining birth rates. All right. Next. N is for Nina Simone. All right. Wait, I'm not saying this right. N is for the tempestuous and talented Nina Simone, singer,
That's
songwriter,
backhanded.
and activist. She said, I'll tell you what freedom is to me. No fear.
She does. She does. Her songs make me cry.
Okay.
She's like one
Well,
of the only people.
all
I
right.
love her.
We approve
But
of
she
Nina
was
Simone.
notoriously a big bitch. Yeah.
O is for Oprah, self-made television icon,
Oprah.
philanthropist, role model, the list goes on. And she said, I wish you
And
curiosity and confidence, and I wish you ethics and enlightenment. I wish you guts. I don't know who
ethics.
she
So
said this
saith
to.
the billionaire. She
Yeah.
said it, maybe someone in her magazine.
Tom Cruise. And that's what got him all riled up. That's what got him on that couch.
She looks like she's giving away cars.
But yeah, she's holding a key. I mean, that's all people associate with her, I guess. That and Tom Cruise.
Yeah, it's just a free car.
All right. I mean, I wish you ethics. I have some follow-up questions, but I'm going to move on.
Okay.
P is
Yeah, take it
for
up with Oprah.
Pat McGrath, makeup maestro and businesswoman, and she said, "Creativity is the most important skill. Don't be afraid to experiment." Okay.
Who is that?
I mean, this is like the child is going to hear this name and it's going to go in one ear, out the other. You have no
Pat
context.
McGrath?
You're not
Yeah,
making
what did they
connections
do?
with anything else. She's
Do you
she's
know who that
a
person
makeup.
is?
No. That's like they're really reaching
Yeah, they couldn't
because
find a
yeah, no one
P.
is going to remember these people.
Who would you have put for P? I can't even. Huh. Penelope Cruz.
Oh yeah, I would definitely go with Penelope Cruz. She's great.
Okay, there you go.
Q is for Queen Elizabeth I, whose quick wit, strategy, and tenacity brought a golden age to England. And she said, I'm not afraid of anything.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, I mean, she stood up for her right to not have children. Or maybe she couldn't. I don't know. She's like ultimate. But she killed her cousin, sort of. But anyway.
Okay. R is for, oh, who do you know? Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Supreme Court Justice
Of
and the
course.
Queen of Dissent. Fight for the things
And
that you
Merch.
care about, but do it in a way that will lead others to join you. All right, I can read between the lines. It says that means, don't rock the boat too much. Be, she's thinking
Vote blue.
more Biden
Vote
than
blue no
Bernie.
matter who. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, vote blue no matter who. Yes. Okay. S is for Sacagawea, intrepid interpreter and guide for Lewis and Clark's historic expedition.
I think I looked her up and she was like an underage girl that like showed them stuff to build maps, but her story is kind of sad. I could be wrong.
That sounds right. We did a
Yeah.
Lewis and Clark play in like fourth grade. So my association with her is not getting cast as her because I was bad at acting.
What did you
Not
end up playing? Did you
a
get
made up
anything?
character named Cassie who had like 2 lines or something.
You're just token white girl that they wrote into the script.
Yes,
Funny.
yes. Okay, T is for rock and roll superstar Tina Turner, who holds the record for the most concert tickets sold by a single performer. And she said,
This must have been before
that
Taylor
can't be,
Swift's
yeah,
tour.
that must be pre-Eras
Yeah.
tour. I believe, because
Yeah.
this is from 2019, which by the way is too late for this book. I thought this would be like 2016.
12.
Anyway, she said, I believe that you'll just stand up and go, I believe that if you'll just stand up and go, life will open up for you.
Okay.
Are you inspired?
I mean, I should get out of the house
Just
more.
stand up and go.
Stand up, go. Stand
Get
up
out
right
of
now
here.
and leave.
Why are you even
I'm
talking
going
to
to
me?
the grocery store.
All right. U is for Ursula K. Le Guin, prolific and prize-winning science fiction author. And she said, we read books to find out who we are, what we ourselves are, and may become. I do like that quote. I think her books are really boring.
Oh, okay. I've never
But
tried to read them.
no, I gave it a shot once. And then after Mike was like, yeah, I should have known that you wouldn't like it. I can't do science
Oh,
fiction.
yeah.
Not for me.
Ever? Really?
I mean, I read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy when I was a teenager.
Right.
That might be it.
I remember liking Asimov, but they also, it was a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't strike me as a sci-fi person either.
No.
V is for Venus. Here we go. Roman goddess
Venus?
of
Not even
love.
a person.
Love. This is actually the only one I really am on board with because like kids need
I'm
to learn.
really surprised.
Wait, I didn't
I'm
finish.
surprised they
It's for
didn't do
Venus.
Victoria Beckham. Okay, go ahead.
Roman goddess of love, beauty, and victory. I mean, I do like kids should learn about the myths. We have a lot of books,
Yeah.
books about myths for kids. Like it's important to know, they should know like the Bible stories. They gotta know all this stuff.
I mean, Sisyphus used to
basic.
terrify me when I was little.
But that's good.
It was so scary.
That's like kids
I
need to
have
get
books, yeah. I have the books my dad read me that I'm going to read to him once he's ready for that.
W is for Wu Zetian, the one and only female emperor in Chinese history.
Oh, wow. I know nothing about Chinese history, I'm ashamed to say. Whoa.
Look at this.
Look at that. It's a mirror. It's a mirror for those of you not watching the video.
And X and Y and Z are for extraordinary, okay, which starts with an E, you, and the zillions of brilliant, brave adventures you will have. The end.
Okay. So it's definitely meant for girls.
And this is written by Eva Chen. Yeah, this is only for girls. So I'm glad I took this from your child. I'm not giving it back to you, by the way.
You can have that forever.
I'm gonna put it. I don't want to subject anyone to this. I have to throw it away.
Should we burn it? No.
Bring it.
You can't. It's unbreakable. That's how fierce it is.
I can't pull the pages out. I
No,
wanted
you
to make a
can't
big deal
destroy
about
courage,
breaking this
Paige.
book, and it's
It's
impossible.
unbreakable. Like the woman inside, it's
Wow,
unbreakable.
you cannot be broken. Eva Chen, you got me.
Oh.
Derek Desierto. Um,
Mhm.
I hope you've both moved on to better things. All right.
Well, they moved on to lockdown right after it came out. I mean,
They had a lot of time to reflect then. That's good.
yeah. I wonder if they made a boy version. Probably not.
Yeah, right. Um, we
Definitely not. That's
we
just
do have a
history
book.
books.
We have a book. Maybe I'll read it on our next episode. That's called ABCs for Boys,
Ooh.
and it's
Was it
only
like
for
consent
boys.
for C or like
Is it what?
is C for consent?
It's like a book that does actually seem to be for kids as opposed to a book for adults who want to feel good about themselves.
uh, well, you did it. How do you feel?
Um, Validated in my
Good.
assumption about this book, but also validated in my womanhood. How do you think our boys are doing together?
I think they're good. They're kids. I mean, like, there's like some social dynamic stuff at play because you have an older and a younger.
Yeah.
So, I mean, basically, my kid's like kind of looks up to your older kid. And sometimes I think he finds it annoying, maybe, as you would, older kid, younger kids. I remember wanting to be one of the older kids when I was a kid. I just couldn't wait to be an older kid because I had older siblings. Did you feel that
Right.
way?
Yeah, yeah. Because you want to finally get some respect.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah, but your kid is an only kid, so he's not a youngest. He's just young. He's just younger than
He's young, but I think
my
he looks
5-year-old.
up to your oldest. And then he just, I mean, he got a bit territorial at our place when you guys came over at the beginning. But honestly, I think they were all just hungry, and after they ate, it was fine. Like, I think. Why? What do you think?
No, I keep trying to tell my 5-year-old to not get so mad at babies, but
Yeah.
that's a hard lesson.
Well, they do things. I mean, my kid knocked your kid's food out of his hand when he was about to
Yeah,
eat
that
it.
was
So
crazy.
that can't feel good. As he was like literally about to eat it. Um, and I don't know. Yeah, I think my kid was he was confused about whose bowl was whose, or I don't know what was going on there. But we need a better seating situation. I mean, it's also because we're not moved in here, so there couldn't be like your chair, his chair. Like we didn't have enough chairs. Nothing's set up. Nothing's like set up that's conducive to personal space here yet.
Yeah, we gotta
Vis-a-vis
we gotta
eating.
start. We gotta make things more predictable, and I think
Yeah.
over time that will happen because we will
Yeah,
simply
I mean, I'm
see each
sure
other
they'll
more.
still fight because, like, they're kids. Kids fight, but they forget about it. It's just part of them learning. Like, actually, that's really important. That's what they're saying is bad about AI is that it's frictionless and like people learn to interact with each other. Children learn through friction and then how to deal with it. So it's like a huge part of learning is them sometimes not getting along
Right,
and then
right. Which
what
is
they do
also
about
why,
it.
yeah, we gotta not we gotta not hover
I
and
mean, I
let
think
them
we've
work things.
ignored them pretty well for a
No,
while.
we're pretty good at that. It's hard when you go, when
Yeah.
you're dealing with other parents who do things differently and maybe are a bit more hovery and interfery, right?
My instinct sometimes is to intervene. If I feel like my kid's doing the wrong thing, my instinct sometimes is to intervene.
Well, under
Like I
3,
think they both
under no,
need.
under 3 I'm all
Yeah,
for I am all for interference. Um
yeah. Like when they all wanted the same
You don't
toy,
know.
like I took the toy away. What?
Oh, if you don't
What'd you
like
say?
know the kid well, that they're having a conflict with, then yeah, it does feel like you're more inclined to you would be more inclined to interfere because you don't know how like
Yeah,
the parent feels.
sensitive they are. Yeah. But I also don't want to entirely feel like my kid is an extension of me and like representing me socially cuz I
Right, he
see a lot
doesn't.
of that going on.
Hmm.
Right, he's his own person, and I'm the parent, so like I'm there to parent him. But then it's a fine line, especially with someone you don't know that well. I feel like embarrassed sometimes, if my kid is like doing something, or I can see the other parent feeling embarrassed if their kid is doing something they think is like not representative of their values, but
And if
it's
that happens,
unavoidable
you just have to
because
pretend. If that happens, you just have to pretend you don't know them, your kid.
the other parent. Oh,
No,
my
you just
kid.
yeah, just
Oh,
be
like
like do
the,
do do do.
like you don't know your kid.
Yeah, then you won't be then you don't have to worry about being
Oh,
associated.
right, right. I've never met him before in my life. Yeah, they're
Who
like
is
at a
this
press conference
scoundrel? Ugh.
denying. Yeah, I don't know, man. He just keeps following me around.
See, I have another
I do
kid, so I can always
intervene.
be like, "Oh, I'm here with this kid. I don't know who this one is."
But I do intervene sometimes. I mean, I definitely intervene if he's going to hurt someone or if I see it. I mean, and then, yeah,
Oh
sometimes,
yeah,
like, yeah, that one toy that they both wanted, I took it away and
that's
then
good.
it was
Good.
fine. Like, sometimes you just need to remove an object, like,
Yeah, totally.
um,
What you can't
when they
do
get
at the
like
playground is
fixated.
someone else brought the object.
See, that's the hard part because I'm like, I try to pull them away, but it's like a magnet. There's no escaping unless you like leave the premises. Like,
Yeah, right.
although here he's been better with that. I think because the playground's bigger. But in Brooklyn, it was like there's just no escaping if somebody brought
Right, right.
something.
There's more room. You can distract him more easily.
Yeah, there's more
But
stuff to
you
distract
can't
with.
make other parents not bring stuff to the playground. So you have to
It's
find
really
ways.
frustrating. So that's where we need the TSA at the playground.
Hey, we
This
don't bring toys to the playground. We don't bring scooters.
sorry,
We don't bring
no, no
well.
scooters, no flashy cars, no motorized cars or bikes or whatever.
And I
None of
wonder,
that.
I think I try to understand the impulse. Like it's just I think it might be as simple as like it makes the kid happy. So why would I not bring them? They like to do it. Whereas I'm like, this just isn't this is for like this is like a communal place and it's like an opportunity to socialize and focus on other like playing with other kids.
I think
Right.
I blame the dads. I blame the dads. I think the dads want to bring a vehicle of some kind and they're like, well, go play with this car. Like, they go and they're like, ooh, look at this cool car for my kid at Costco or whatever. We'll go play with it at the playground. Like, they don't think that far ahead about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. They're
They're
not
just
thinking
like, this
about
will be
how much
fun.
conflict. Yeah.
No, they're not thinking about the interpersonal, what it's going to do to the social dynamics, like all the drama. They're just like, this car is cool. I want to play with it with my kid. I think it's really that simple.
So if anyone at the park is listening and you think we're talking about you, we are. Stop bringing your scooters to the playground. And
I
I
think
say that enough
scooters,
to their faces that it doesn't matter.
I
They will
think it's
keep bringing
fine.
them.
But no, I think the scooters and stuff, it's like they want their kid to walk faster with them. They want them to scoot down the road, so they bring them to practice the scooter. Probably that's I
Yeah.
assume is the logic with the scooters.
Yeah, I guess. I've never
So like,
I mean, learning to ride the bike seems like a skill that is important and I want my kids to
well, I
like
don't
ride
have
the
it.
bike, but the scooting, they have such a like dead look in their eyes when they're doing it.
The scooting?
Yeah.
No.
that I
I've
don't
never noticed
know.
that.
I don't know. Like, I feel like it's like their way to escape. It might be like going on the swing, um,
Hmm.
which I also don't love the swings. I mean, kids love swings. I love swings too.
I
Um,
loved swings when I was little.
but
I
there
used
there
to
are only
close.
two at our park, and they fight over
Yeah, it's
them
not a nice.
all the time.
Yeah. When I was little, I used to go on the swings and imagine that I was swinging on a swing up in the sky and it was hooked up to two stars. That was my fantasy on the swings.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, it can be like an escape. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I think the kids just want to go on the swings because they want to like escape for a minute.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's hard when other
Everybody wants
kids
them.
also want to. Everyone just wants to escape. No one wants to be there, and there just aren't enough swings to accommodate their desire
Hmm. I haven't
to.
witnessed enough battling over the swings to really comment yet.
Yeah, yeah,
I
you
mean,
will. You will.
there was one time, and I was just like, well, sometimes we have to wait. I mean, I feel like a broken record. I say that all the time. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to wait for your turn, and then you get a turn. You just wait.
And are
I
you
don't know if
saying
it's
that
okay.
so that the kid hears them and like realizes that they want a
No,
turn?
no. I'm saying that for to my kid because I think he does. I think he truly does not understand why he doesn't get to use it right away because he wants to.
Right.
Like I think it just literally does not click to him because
It
maybe
will.
because he's an only child. Yeah, but he's
But
just
he's
like, I
also
want
still
it. I got
he's
it.
2. Like not
Yeah,
everything is only like maybe things will become more only childish as he gets older, but he's also just still 2.
right. No, it's true. Why? What's only childish? What does that mean? Like
No,
that
just like
they?
being like having like the classic things are like having trouble sharing or like not being the center of attention or whatever. But a lot of that
Hmm.
is just true of any 2-year-old, whether or not they have siblings.
I mean, the only children I know, it seems like, or the feedback I've gotten is that like they just hung out a lot more with adults. So
And that's not,
they're like,
I mean, I read something once about like, which made me think about my older child who loves talking to adults. A kid being good at talking to adults doesn't mean they're smarter or more sophisticated than other kids. It's like the opposite because like it means that they don't know how to interact with their peers as much and adults have to be extra nice. This is also apparently true of like women talking to men. Like women who have
oh,
mostly male friends or whatever is because
yeah.
a man is like always kind of like talking down to a woman or being nicer or not telling the truth as much as he would with another
Mm,
man. And so it's important that women be able to get along with other women and it's important that kids be able to get along with other kids because adults are like always going to be talking down to them. So it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean your kid is like brilliant if they get along better with adults. It means they need help interacting with peers. That's what I read and
oh,
I believe it.
interesting. I mean, what I heard about women hanging out with men, specifically like neurodivergent women, is that it's just easier because there's less like my like subtext like social dynamic stuff going on and it's like and
Oh
if you
yeah.
don't pick
Yeah,
up on
that's why it's easier.
social cues much, yeah, it's easier, it's just easier because I've definitely been someone who hung out a lot with dudes. I've always had female friends, but like I've also hung out a lot with groups of dudes, which was very honestly pretty toxic. But I think there was something about it that was relaxing on that level. That it's just like get what you see, like there's no
Yeah,
extra
totally.
mental
More
work
direct.
about what's
You can
going
like
on
risk, yeah.
emotionally.
No, you can say mean things to a man that you're hanging out with and he'll think it's funny or even if he's just laughing just to appease you
Yeah.
because men do that. But a woman might like get upset about it but not make it obvious and then you're like wondering later if they're mad at you.
Yes. Yeah. You have to guess if you said the wrong thing or not. Yeah. Yeah. It's like scarier because women also always just often want to just be nice, even if something upset them.
Right. Yeah. I
And then
mean,
you
the
never
solution
know.
is
You just never
obviously
know.
for women to be more like men, right? Just
Fearless.
Be
Well,
fearless.
fierce.
See?
Oh, the stuff in the book.
Fierce.
Wear blazers.
Fearless. Be courageous. Don't dress like anybody else. Learn from your mistakes. Fight for the things you care about. And you be your extraordinary self.